Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are gonna get started in like 2 seconds. Okay. Put my computer to the side. Let's put that in the middle. All right. So, the first person is Mrs. Fred, and you want channel love messages from Jefferson. You got it. All right, the first card that I have here is Dreaming of You by Selena. Late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you and wish on a star that somewhere you are thinking of me too, because I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. So I think one of the big messages, that Jefferson has for you is that they are thinking of you, dreaming of you, and hoping that you have been thinking of them and dreaming of them as well. We have We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. I didn't mean it when I said I didn't love you, so I should have held on tight. I never should let you go. I didn't know nothing. I was stupid. I was foolish. I was lying to myself. I couldn't have fathomed I would ever be without your love. Never imagined I'll be sitting here by myself. So I feel like too, in terms of like just messages from Jefferson from that particular song, there's this energy of like longing for you, missing you. I wouldn't be surprised to, like, I don't get necessarily it's like you guys, like he's, regretting something horribly that he said to you in the past, but more so like, I wish I, embraced you. I wished I hugged you more when I had the chance to, like kind of like when you are in a long distance relationship with somebody, in the moment you're thinking you're doing all the things to like love on them, and then when they go you're like, oh man, I should have hugged them a little bit longer, or I should have kissed them a little bit more. So I feel like that vibe from that card. I'm hearing them say like, I wish I could kiss you right now. We have Butterflies by Michael Jackson. All I gotta say is that I must be dreaming. So 2 cards about dreaming. Can't be real, you're not here with me. Still I can't feel you near to me. Yeah, I caressed you, let you taste us, just so blissful. Listen, I would give you anything, baby, just to make your dreams come true. Oh, baby, you give me butterflies. So yeah, 2 cards about dreams, and then it's like this energy once again of like, I don't have you here. I wish I could be near you. I wish I could be around you at this time. And then we have You Got It Bad by Usher. When you feel it in your body, you found somebody who makes you change your ways, like hanging with your crew. Instead, you act like you're ready, but you don't really know everything in your past. You want to let it go. So I feel like too with that song, what I'm channeling from that is, I'm hearing them say like, sometimes I feel like I'm ready, and then there's times where I know that I'm psyching myself out. I don't know why I'm hearing like higher level of commitment. I feel like they've been thinking about marriage, just like, not saying like, oh, they're ready to get married today, but more so when it comes to marriage, they're kind of reevaluating what they think it really means and what it's about. It's funny, as I take this deck out, Partnerships and Alliances at the bottom, it's like them really reevaluating, like, what does it really mean to be married? What does it mean to be a husband? What does it mean, to have a wife? Like, re-identifying themselves. And if they are in a space where they understand, like, all of that it comes with, if that makes sense. And then the last few cards we got here, emotional loss, which is the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, financial and material changes, and then the heart chakra. Very interesting. You have 2 5s here. So there's this energy of like, you know, kind of the imbalance that they might be experiencing right now. But I'm noticing the heart chakra. So there could be like some healing that they're going through in terms of their heart chakra and kind of mending that space, but also to understanding that there has to be a balance with the physical and the spiritual. And I do see maybe they're in this space right now too, where there's like one thing, it's like influencing the other, so like money and love. So you could do well in finances, but then love could be an area of like, you know, an area of growth where you could be doing well in love, and it's like area of growth for money. So like they got to find that balance of like give and take, and balance of their emotions, but also what they are willing to share. That's something I'm hearing them say too. So that's what I got for you, Mrs. Fred. Alrighty, up next is Melanated Geek. Alrighty, new puppy. Zeus Maverick. I love that name. Let's see, what messages do we have for the new baby? We have the sacral chakra, number 2. Ooh, we have number 19, the light, the sun. You're welcome, Mrs. Fred. We have number 4, disconnect and boredom, which is the 4 cups. We have awareness, number 1, which is the magician. So I feel like in terms of Zeus, the new baby, the new puppy, definitely here to bring a lot of light and joy to the family, in addition to the baby that you already have. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Cups, fulfillment of wishes. I feel like this particular dog is here to just shine a lot of light in areas that, you know, some of you may have like not noticed or shine light on before. Because notice in the discontent and boredom card, like he's sitting in the dark, but in this card, if he turns around, he sees like the kingdom, he sees the light. And I'm noticing this for the very first time ever, and I had this deck for over 5 years now probably. There's a rainbow at the bottom, right? There's a rainbow, and they're showing us that, you know, when you think of like when it rains and then the sun comes out, like that rainbow exists. And I also feel like too, this is like a balance of just like the chakras as well. So it seems like this bundle of joy, they have like a very balanced, bright, vibrant, light energy that's going to add to the family. And I feel like to make you all feel like youthful again. I also see that it's interesting, like the dog itself, of course it's now a puppy and it's going to grow, but it's like I see the dog as always being a puppy. Like I know they're going to grow physically into a bigger dog, but I see them physically as a puppy. But the energy that they carry is youthful, but it's also the energy of an older person. It's interesting how like spirit is like describing this to me, because I don't know how to explain it better than what they're saying it. But I see that. So it's like an older person coming out to play and like letting their inner child play, and it's like embodying this dog in a sense. But I see it's like the puppy is always going to be a puppy, so they'll have that youthful energy regardless of how old they get. They're still going to be, you know, goofy and fun and just joyful. And that's how my dog was, like very, no matter how old he got, just very fun and lighthearted. As I'm looking at him now on my little picture. He said, can I purchase additional? Yep, you surely can, Mrs. Fred. All right, and then your second question is, what ancestors are around at this time? We have number 2, which is the High Priestess, intuition. And we have number 4, heart chakra. So I'm seeing Archangel Raphael, he's usually connected with the heart chakra, and other chakras too sometimes, but he's definitely mostly connected with the heart chakra. And then I see an older woman with a young child surrounding you as well. This older woman, she has like very silver like hair with curls. The younger child, it's a little boy. He's like brown skin. It's funny because he's missing a tooth, so he's like a young boy, of course, but like missing a little tooth. I see the woman, she's wearing like a white sweatshirt. It has like blue writing on it, dark blue writing on it. It kind of looks like it's the Golden State Warriors like logo on the shirt, on the sweatshirt. For some reason I see that. Very interesting. Sacral chakra, number 2. That brings me back to Zeus as well too, because that came out for him. So that's another guide as well. I'm hearing her say, interesting. So this is like not, she's your mother's sister in another past life. Like I'm hearing her say, I'm your mother's sister. I'm your mother's sister. Even if your mother doesn't have any sisters in this particular lifetime, they were sisters in a past life. I'm hearing her say that. So that's what I got for who is like around at this time. And then let's get a message from your grandmother. Oh wow, you got a lot of chakra cards coming out. Solar plexus chakra, number 3. Oh my gosh, and as I say that, number 1, the root, base chakra. Five of Swords, conflict and defeat. And then the Lovers, number 6, harmony. So I feel like your grandmother wants to say to you that when it comes to love, when it comes to opening up your heart space, don't feel discouraged if you feel like you don't get the desired outcome as you hope for or that you were working towards, right? Don't let it ruin the work that you have put in to get where you are today and like to heal and to grow. And it's not saying like something, recently has done that to you, but more so like in the past, if there was like a disheartening experience, you kind of like let it taint your heart space for a long time and also affect your confidence in some way. So I feel like, Spirit, your grandmother is saying she's proud that you are moving on from that and seeing the beauty of different connections and experiences versus like, oh, this thing happened, therefore I should be sad and continue to be sad. I'm also hearing her say that she wants you to take record of your feelings more often as well. It's like documenting, like check-ins, like how did you feel today? You feel sad, happy, whatever. Why did you feel happy today? What made you feel happy today? Like whatever it is, something like that, like taking record of that. I'm also hearing her say as well too that she wants you to start using the last few months of this year to set the foundation for next year. So whatever goals that you have for yourself for the next year, for the next couple of years, start setting that foundation now, start working towards it now, making a plan, whatever it is. So if you're like, oh, I want to lose like 10 pounds. So start thinking about like, what are the days that I want to work out? What days do I want to go for walks? thinking about different things like that and then putting into action. So yes, you can prep for it, but also start putting into action sooner than later is what I'm hearing her say. I'm also hearing her say tap more into your willpower and your authority as well. I do see that she is communicating with, like your person's guides as well, in terms of the love piece, and just knowing that you all are still connected and drawn to each other. And she wouldn't be surprised if you all end up getting a deeper connection with one another over time, just because of the intensity of like the roles that you all play in each other's lives, but also to the feelings and the emotions that are growing throughout this connection. Because it's also, even if you don't always talk in the physical, they're still growing in the spiritual sense, right? So those are like the big messages that she has for you at this time. Okay, that's what I got for you. I hope that made sense and resonated with you. All right. And then Mrs. Fred, we have, does T still see me as a friend, or should I release them? Thank you for those who are sending the hearts. I see them on the screen. All right. Does T still see you as a friend, or should you release them? We have awareness, the Magician. Let's see. We have the Seven of Cups, choose wisely. We have Destiny, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So in terms of, something got deleted. I can't see it anymore. But anyway, all right. Thank you, whoever did something to remove whatever it is. Anyway, so in terms of like T, I feel like T sees you in multiple ways. Like there's times where they see you as a friend, but there's times where they see you more than a friend. And I see them contemplating on like, different days, like something can happen. They're like, okay, they're just a friend. And then there's other days where they're like, okay, maybe they're more than a friend. Maybe there's something else than a friend. And it's kind of like that back and forth energy that I feel like they, go through. I also see them wanting or waiting for something significant to happen, that it gives them that confidence to lock in on that answer. It's something that I'm picking up here. Like with this awareness, I feel like deep down inside, they like what they see when they see you, when they are experiencing you. But then there's like these multiple thoughts that go through their head, like maybe she doesn't like me, or maybe she does like me. Maybe I'm not her type. Maybe I am her type. Maybe we should just be friends. Maybe we should try something else. Like there's a variety of different emotions and thoughts that goes through their mind when they're thinking of you, or when they're like around you or talking to you. It's something that I pick up. But I feel, if anything, this person is kind of waiting on to see like how you, what's the word? Just how you show up with them, if that makes sense. Like, most people will play it cool if they're not sure if somebody's like into them. And even too, if somebody's into them, they're still like, I don't want to make too much of an effort until I know for sure, because I don't want to, show up and show out, and then it's like, oh, hey, I don't like you like that, or I don't look at you like that, type of thing. So that's what I see for that question. And then the second one is, will Jefferson get a job at Walmart? And if so, how will getting to work together aid our connection? Let's see. Ooh, we got victory and success, which is 6 of Wands, and then the throat chakra, which is number 5. So yeah, it looks like he probably will end up getting a job at Walmart. I feel like with the throat chakra being here, and then we have temperance, which is patience. it's definitely going to allow your connection to grow and blossom beautifully because you'll spend time together, especially like if you're commuting. But I also see with the throat chakra is that don't be afraid to like take things slow when it comes to y'all working together. Oh, and it's funny too because Walmart is blue and I just noticed the blue in this card. But you know, like not immediately jumping to like, oh, we can start carpooling, oh, we can start doing this, I'll pick you up, you pick me up. Like, don't immediately just like rush into things and like say things quickly. Like, give it some thought, be patient, let things kind of go slowly at a point, and then when you feel comfortable, you know, you will start to see, and also too, the universe will give you like little nudges like, hey, like this is the moment where you'll end up saying something. Like sometimes you'll just say things where it's like, why am I saying this? But it's like spirit is leading you to say it, and it's like the perfect timing, quote unquote, in a sense. So it does look really good and very promising in terms of them working at Walmart and you all like connecting more, which is cool. He said what happened with T was he recently had a falling out with a mutual friend of ours and then got angry when I refused to stop being friends with the other friend E. Interesting. Yeah, it came off like he's, you know, there could be a little crush in there, but let's see if you should release them or keep them as a friend. Oh my gosh, I think all the chakra cards came out but the crown one, I think, tonight, which is very interesting. But we have the Four of Swords, which is rest and rejuvenate, and then the third eye chakra. I feel like spirit is saying pay attention to like the next couple of days, maybe the next week or so, of like how they act or how they show up, and that'll give you your answer. You'll get like a vision or a clear answer of like how to move forward with it, because they don't want you to prematurely make a decision before, you know, it's time. Because sometimes too, if we try to make a decision to cut something off or jump into something, spirit will have a way of like adjusting things that way you can get the message or get the thing that you need to get before you can fully cut it off, right? So you might feel like, oh, I should cut this person off, and spirit is like, no, there's one more thing that you have to experience with this person before you cut them off, and then you can cut them off, and then it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense now. So that's what I got for that too. All right. Alrighty, so that is what I have here in terms of our live so far. If anybody has any other questions, feel free to donate and let me know. And if you do not, we will hop off here soon. Very, very soon. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think we're done for the night. Let me check my phone just in case someone sent something. Let's see. All right, we are all set then. Well, I will be back at some point. As always, if you're ever interested in reading, just email me. I'll probably be able to do it behind the scenes. And yeah, that's all I got for tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. I promise at some point I'll get back to posting like pick card readings and all the things. So yeah. All right. I love you all. Bye.